Hello everyone, Sam here from my first magicbeverage.com. I hope you all doing fine, and you guys already know what situation I am in here now. It's a big hurricane coming in, and I thought maybe by Friday is gonna come, but they're saying maybe Saturday. But still, the whole city is upside down, and people are running around like crazy. That's what it is, and. Just to get the gas, I have to stay in line like 4 or 5 hours, and no food available, no water available. But so far, yeah, everything. Well, let's see what happens. That's all I can say. Anyway, so I'm making this a small video. Just a little recap. What's happening in the market. I still have, it's still far. So I think, till Friday, I will have the electricity. So I will try to do another video or webinar maybe on Friday. Cover everything. And then Saturday, when it comes, the electricity must go. So I know it will go. I was here in 1994 Andrew, and I saw what happens. So it's not pretty at all. It's dangerous. So let's see. Okay, so let's get started with this CAD yen. Remember the last webinar I did on Sunday, I specifically said the CAD yen is my number one chart, number one pair to trade this week, because CAD was getting strong and I was expecting yen to get a little weaker or more. I don't know, right? It depends. So far so good. Here you can see it made a very nice CAD, 40-minute CAD yen, long setup, right? And after that it bounced, and it's bouncing so far and going to the upside. This is how the 20-minute chart looks like. I didn't refresh any of my 1-minute chart, so maybe a little crooked, but this is how it bounced. I did trade. I'm trading, little here, little there, little shorts, but I'm not holding for too long, and not being able to save the charts as well. So this week I will have nothing to show that what I did and how I did. Just opening the charts, trade while I'm working around the house and running around here, there, and when I see some money made, close the trade. That's it. But that the CAD yen was I was expecting it, and this was a very nice. And it will, it is going to the upside very nicely. And notice this here. This is the high here. Okay, mark this one. I didn't mark. Okay, just mark this one here. What it is? 89.70, and this is 88.91. So next we are right now 89.35. So we continue, to the upside. We already bypassed 88.79 and 88.91. So next is this one, and then after that, these are the lows we will see. Okay, and obviously look at the this is monthly chart target, and I gave you guys all those templates, right? So if we pop to the upside, this is, see, 90.64 is the one, then it comes 91. So draw those numbers. Then 89.52 we are at right now. We are trying to break that up. This is a big number, standing alone, right? And see these numbers. So we have lot of wood to chop here. 89.14. You look here, and then 89.35. We're bypassing that. Next could be 89.71. Then you have this high itself. What was it? 89. Oops, not this one. What? Oh, the weekly chart was show. I just saw it, man. 89.70. That's what it is. Okay. So 89.70. So if we take out that, then you can see where we're going. So these are the numbers. These are the lows, and this is the low that we target little by little for maybe this week, and then maybe we'll come back to test these numbers, right? 88.91 and 88.79, and then continue. First, this is exactly what happens usually, that the price goes, hit the strong resistance, and then dip, find support, and then go, and then break the resistance and go to the upside, and then come back. And remember, RBS, resistance become support. Okay, so these resistance will become support. They will act as a support here. These resistance acted as resistance, right? Then we're going to break them, go up maybe this high, then may come back to test them as a support and then go to the upside again. So this is the ping pong that the market does, right? So we have to pay attention little by little what's happening. The biggest factor that will help this is yen. Okay. That's yeah. Okay. Yes. Forget about that cat. Cat is just getting strong, so don't worry about that. So yen is the key right now, and what yen index is showing, if you can see, I'm so tired. Even my voice is not the same, right? Not sleeping enough, working all day, all night. I have to stand in lines all night and then they work around the house, putting shutters, this and that. You can't find no one to do that for you in these days. All right, so see, this is the area 5609, a big area, and this TL, and we're nicely bouncing from there. So this doji, it touched the TL and then pushed back, right, to the upside. The 5634 we are at right now. 5609 is gone. So 5634, we don't have anything else here. You see that, right? So 5608 is gone. So basically we are going to this 5724 number, hopefully. And this is the high, this is the high. You need to mark those and place them on the 40-minute chart. How the 40-minute chart looks like, this is the chart I made that we're going to bounce from here. So we went up a little bit, came back, and then bouncing again. All right, so let me remove that. So yeah, so what happened is that sometime, and it's happening right now, for example, Aussie index, sometimes just, these things falls into limbo and they just slow down and not moving, in the fast fashion, and, very slow and up and down and up and down. So, you have to be very patient with that. This is the chart I made. I'm not going to show, you probably saw it in my last webinar. So we, bouncing from here, and it is doing it, but in a slow fashion right now. And what happened is that the movement starts slow, but then it picks up, right? So we might just bounce from there and then go to these highs. This is the one target would be. Okay, and the next number on the weekly chart, the monthly chart. This is overall picture that I said, from here we're going to go up. So we are going up, right? This next candle was a nice bullish candle. Then this one, we dip a little bit, but then going to the upside again. This is why people get screwed up, because, these dips against the trend, a lot of people probably went short all these, pairs, yen pairs, and then now all of a sudden, boom, it changes the direction. So you got to see what is the bigger picture, which is the main direction, and then stick to that. If it is going against that direction, forget about it. Don't put your hands in there. And stay tight, wait, like ambush, always, you are a hunter in this market. So we need to hunt properly. Hunt, literally you have to hunt these trades. Okay, so yen, so giving the yen going to the upside and getting weaker. What else did I have? This is the very good chart that I made a few days ago. The euro with euro index all the way up to the upside, finishing wave 3, 4, 5 fashion, and then says we're gonna come down here on this TLS wave A, and then we go up for B, maybe around this high or 61% of this drop once it's finished. So what really happened with that is interesting. I think I have it here. USDX is just getting killed, man. Not getting any support. I told you that wave 4 is going to be nasty, moving around all over the place. We're not even making wave 4 right now. Wave 3 is constantly going to the downside. Okay, here, see this euro chart, euro index chart. This is I made, right? And then look, from exactly there, not exactly, it's just pop a little bit above this 33.27 and then straight down to this TL as wave A. right? So this is the current chart. Okay, make sure that you have it and do it. I just don't have time to start go and send out because I have to run to outside after finishing the webinar. So you can see it here and then just make on your own 40-minute chart. Make sure that you go with that. This is the 23% line of this whole drop. It dropped to this area, right? And then usually it goes back to 23% line before dropping, right? Or continue to the upside, either. So I'm expecting a drop again, okay, to finish up. Let's say if this is we consider 61%, then we may come back for 78% to make a Gertley kind of pattern here, right? So and also this area, if you if you pull the fib, let me do it right now. See, even if you put the fib here, from this high to this low, 61% is also coming right around 23.6% line. So this is the area that I'm looking at right now for you to go up. And in doing that, it will be getting strong, right? Okay, so if yen getting weaker, euro getting strong, then our euro yen would be doing what? So these small swings on a 40-minute chart or regular 4-hour chart is very important. So since I use 40-minute chart, I don't use 4-hour chart. But these swings really gives you control of this, small up and down and getting, and if you go in both direction, you're gonna have a problem. You have to stick to where the main direction is. Okay, so now. Remember I said that all the yen pairs I'm expecting an up move, and including euro yen chart. So it also did the same things from 31.71 area. It straight dropped to 29.75, which is a big number. 29.75. Where is it? 29.72 is there. All right. Kind of lost it. 29.75. See, my mind is 20 and 21. 20. And this is here 29.75. Right. It's not that big, but it's nice drop here, and then we bounce from here very, very fast. Right. Big bullish candle. So it's a low 29.75. And we came down there and then bouncing again. So 30.60 is the one to take out again and go to the upside. So this is the 40-minute chart. 29.75, we bounce again, going towards 30.60. If you take out this number and this number, then we're good to go to more to the upside, right? And eventual target would be this high, and then it may dip a little bit and then go to the upside again if yen continue getting weaker. All right. So far, euro yen is on the track. I did a trade on that, and it's still running. So if I get chance, then I'll save the chart. If not, then, like I said, just don't have time to save the charts showing trades. But they're there. They're always there. 20-minute. You see, this. Yeah, I remember now. So this is the area that once it's wobbling, and I open the trade, and it's still running. That I have on my another broker. Euro yen. Now, quickly I go and take a look. Pound yen. First, let me show you the pound index. What pound index is trying to do is, after a drop, nice drop, right? And instead of just continue dropping, it is probably retracing a little bit. So you need to be careful. And if that happens, it's good for us. I'll show you why. See this drop A, then ABC B, and then we need to come down here. But maybe this is like 1, 2, 3, and finishing wave 4. So today we went above 50 to 60, big number, right? 50 to 60 is this number. This is the low in all this time here. So this is the first time here we broke below it and then messing around, not going above this number, which is 65.80, Remember the last time we went over there and I said, we're going to drop from there big time. And then since then we're dropping. And here we broke below 50 to 60, right? And then trying to go above it again. So if we go above and stay and then continue going to the upside, then consider that the pound is strong, and then you can trade pound yen to the long side. Pound yen, giving yen gonna get weaker. Always remember that 50 to 60 is very, very key right now. Okay, I'm expecting a drop, but when? Maybe later. Right now you can see this is how it is. The 40-minute chart, basically it is making a long setup. It is making a long setup right now. And 20-minute it might be bouncing, yes, right? And this is 50 to 60 probably. No, 50 to 96. This is 50 to 60. No, this is 53. Where's 50 to 60? Oh, this is 20-minute chart. I don't trust that because I didn't refresh them. Okay, 50 to 60, this is where it is, right? It is bouncing exactly from 50 to 60, which is probably right there, right? This is the line. Okay, so 50 to 60, if we went up, drop, and finding support and going to the upside. If we go above this and then, we hold a 50 to 60 and, make higher highs here, then pound will be getting strong. Then, with the help of yen, our pound yen should be going to the upside. Can we? Let's go take a look. I haven't done any trade on pound yen for a while. So, see, right now they're jumping on carried yen. So you have to switch which, giving all the scenario, which one is the best. Pick and choose. Yen pairs, yeah, they all might go up, but which one will go faster? Aussie yen, because of Aussie is messing around, it's, I really can't tell what's going to happen. It just keep going up and down in that small, area ranging. Here you can see pound in my daily chart, remember? What did I do? I did the opposite. This was the daily chart. And once again, we are at the TL. We bounce from 140 again. 140 is just big pain, right? See 140 here. And on a monthly chart, probably you'll see where it is. I'm just going to show that for the new people here. You always have some new. See this 40? This is the big number, right? Standing alone. So we came down and then see this, we hit the TL, we came down all the way, 140, bounce, and we are at the TL again. Break the TL, now even this TL has become something like a gray area. So that's one version, and then the TL, you can move it to here, that's another version. So now if it goes, it will go to this TL, okay? And this TL, and remember this high here, whatever it is, would be the next target. Okay, so if we start bouncing, and how does it look on a 40-minute chart? This is how it looks like. It's kind of, it is back to this red line. Remember always that, red line is the trend changer on 40 minutes. So we hit the red line, we drop that's 141.71 number. I don't have written here what it is, weekly or monthly. But we bounce, we went again, we hit the red line, we'll drop again, and then we are back there. So are we trying to break that and go to the upside? Yes. And the next target would be, immediate target would be 43.20. And if that goes, then we go up higher. This is how my long-term chart, the weekly chart. And basically after dropping, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This is wave 1 finish. That if this is wave A, then we have a nice wave B, and then we're supposed to go for wave C. So now wave B usually, or sometimes should I say that it makes a very nice nasty correction, triangles for one, and other than complex correction, other than the triangle, we can see a very complex correction. So this is one of them. And I don't even see as a complex correction. If this is wave B, then Wave C starts, and then it starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this 1, 2, and then you can see again wave 3 will have 5 waves. Out of that, you have 1, 2, and then might be 3 of 3 coming in, and if that's the one, is going to be a very powerful. So wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, eventually will take us over there. This is one scenario, but if we cannot go to the upside, especially above this 4320 number, which is the yellow line, then we have a problem. Okay, and any news from UK can make pound very weak again, and then yen is getting weak, pound is getting weak. Leave this pair alone, which I did so far. I'm not trading this one right now. Okay, so this is how it is. It bounced from this number here, from 140. This is the 140 line, right? And you can see very nice. I didn't have time, otherwise I would show you. This is like wave 4 and wave 5, and this is like wave 1, 2, and or A, B, C, and then A. This whole thing is wave A. Okay, this A, B, C, wave B, and we might get a wave C to the upside, equal to this A, B, C, wave A. Okay. So sort of a correction type of thing so far, but it can change an impulse also. But regardless, this is what's happening. If pound continue holding and going or dragging to the upside, then pound yen has a very good chance going to the upside. 20-minute chart is probably bullish, very nice bullish, and it gave you a setup here and a nice setup here and going. Okay, maybe it was tonight. Earlier, which I'm not even paying attention to this pair, so I have no trade on that. But it's going to the upside. Okay, be careful. This is like a head and shoulder right now. We need to bypass this one. This one have, if you are in the trade, have your SL tight. Okay, so this is one thing, and let's go. I'm gonna show you Aussie index, which is I don't know. It's the worst thing right now. So Aussie yen also, if Aussie is not doing nothing, then still, with the yen weakness, we can go up. But see, this is how Aussie, and the weekly chart, daily chart, you can see this is how messy it is here. And then it breaks out after that. See, it was like some sort of messiness here, then it dropped, and then after that, big move. So I see this 1, 2, 3, and this is wave 4, nasty correction here. And then, finally it should be going to the upside. And this is my chart. Just under the TL is traveling just under the TL for a long time, right? Not coming down. So that is the sign. And plus, you can see that what we call is a bullish flag kind of thing. So it's like pole and this a flag, right? Small, wedge, sloping wedge. That's usually a bullish flag. So this is what it is making right now, and we need to break out from here. Okay, and if it does, then we will be going to the upside. So these are a couple of numbers that it is stuck in between. 55.95, then comes down to 53.98, and then going up again, and then wobbling around. So watch it very closely. Overall is bullish from here to there, 40-minute, right? 40-minute is bullish and holding. A couple of times the red line touch, and then you see nicely bounce and back to the upside. That is a sign that it's rejecting, and it is bullish and getting rejected from this red line. So might be going to the upside again. And if it does, then Aussie yen will be a good pair. Okay, and you have the Aussie yen chart very nicely showing that to the upside. How about euro index? And what euro index I showed you, right, already? No, see, I even forgot. See, oh yeah, okay, so the euro index is going to the upside. It's going to come down, and that's the only chart I had open. Okay, yeah, this is the one. So with that, and USD, again, USD getting strong, I'm sorry, getting weaker, and yen start to get strong, then USD will try to go back up again, 2040. We'll take a look. 2040 number. But I think that 2040 number should hold, and we should drop from there. We must do a correction. But you never know. But my, 90%. See this is how it is. So, 1876, big number, and then 2041. That was my ultimate target, starting from the bottom here. When I made the chart from all the way from the bottom, I'm not going to show it. You have it in even the last webinar I showed. So even if the new people here, then you can go and take a look all the old charts. You should be watching all my webinars, recent old webinars, but recent one, previous webinars and recent one. So this is it should be okay. After this, this is nicely going to the upside wave A. And you can see this last candle last week is like a shooting star, big wick on the top. Then what happened is usually these candles get retraced around 61%. So that's what probably it is doing right now. And on a 40-minute chart, it would be looking like this. Okay. Now, if you notice, a lot of, let me show you, because that new people might not be looking at it. Should be do I have it here? No, I think what it's probably in harmonic patterns. Okay. What usually it does, if I can show you this chart, okay. Look at this chart. This is like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 move end. Then you have wave A, which we did. Then it goes like this in A, B, C fashion, finishing wave B and make a head and shoulder kind of pattern. Watch here. This was wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Then it came down here and then sort of making the same thing, right? So this is one scenario. See that? Exactly the same thing. It's going by the book right now, but it should stay around. You see, it's popping to the upside a little bit, and then it says, R3, already touching R3. So somewhere here, it should stop. Somewhere here. If not, then I'm wrong. Then it is going to the upside. Then it could be, well, it has to, Elliott wave. Let's say if this is the end of wave 3, then we need wave 4 down here anyway. Okay, so and then in three waves or triangles. So it again A, B, C to the downside, right? But if this is wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, then you can say this is wave 1 and A, B, C wave 2. Then we need wave C to the downside or 3 to the downside. So either way, my study or my knowledge is telling me that this should be, we should stay below the 78%. So look for a strong area right here if you have it. These are the two big numbers from monthly chart. But what about weekly chart? Do we have anything in between? No. So what about daily chart? Weekly chart should... See, there's nothing here at all. We must go to monthly chart. 2041 is this. We bypassed this one already. Okay. We are above 1938. We are at 1973, right? So somewhere here, we need to stop and then go to the downside. And if it doesn't, then I will just wait, okay? Because it's too much to the upside in a straight line and need a retracement. But again, I'm looking at this picture here, and I need this now. If I get it, I will get into the trade. I need this down here. Okay, hope it's clear. There is no number here, but the only thing we have is Fib. If this is the high, this is the ceiling that we already put in, 2041. Then this area, the Fib retracement area, and R3 for now, should stop it and then we drop. This is 61%, and a lot of time, paired reverse from price reverse from 61%, right? So this could be the area. So and right now I just showed you that euro will go and get strong only for wave B, and which and it's halfway there already. So if USD start getting a little strong, then we may stop it here, and then euro will drop later for wave C. That should bring the whole thing down. Okay, euro. You see this? Okay, so if we go, I'm showing up here, but it may go up a little bit, maybe like this high or right around this 32.21 for wave B, 38%. Zigzag is always like that. Zigzag characteristic is wave B should be around 38%. So it may go up here, and then in the meantime, USD bounce for some reason. It's dropping right now, USDS. But technically, this is what it is. I need that, stop and going up, USDX, and then this thing will drop. That whole thing reverses from here. Okay. It's not, the Euro index and USD index, they're not helping me too much in this scenario, but I'm still stick to this scenario because of the fact that it has gone too fast. Well, not too fast. Yeah, it is, too fast, too long to the upside, and, need a retracement, and especially after hitting 2041 area. Okay. But for just in case, if it doesn't, and it continues to the upside, the next number is, what is it, 23, 27. That's my second alternative scenario, which I really don't like. I like this to hold and drop. Let's see what happens. This is Euro index. Pound index, I probably showed you. I don't know. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Since Aussie is not doing, I'm not interested in that pair much. It's all wobbling too, I guess. I haven't seen it. I haven't traded it this week. I'm concentrating on the yen pairs this week. I'm not concentrating at all, actually. But, taking few trades here, there, small trades. All right, so basically, this is what I was looking. So after a euro getting maybe a little bit strong, but eventually it will come down. And if that happens, on basis of that, I made this chart that, 49.49 should be, 49.99 should hold, and then we drop from there. And we are below 49.23 right now. So what it did, this is how it is. In the 40-minute Euro Aussie chart, we went up there, and then we start dropping, and we're wobbling around here. So far, still, short setup here. We are below the wave here. We poke below the red line. We went up and kind of holding below the wave now, right? These MAs. So maybe the direction is changing. And 20-minute definitely is, has become bearish and giving you a short setup, but not very clear. And I'm not going to refresh this chart, but maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, but, it's making a short setup. So if I were you, if it is, refresh the chart and see if it is. And if it is, then you can try it. But I'll stay away for now from this pair. Pay attention to the yen pair is better. Pound Aussie, just in case, take a look. That is also, I had the short stance, right? Before on Sunday webinar, for the fact that the pound probably gonna get weaker, but it's getting strong a little bit, or just maybe it's going to wobble there. But this is the key factor. That see this band here, 61.77 was a very, very nice area, and I was expecting that we will break that and then drop to 58.78, and then so on and so forth. But right now, what we are 63.14. So 63.80 is there, and this is my ultimate chart and the target. That we will break this TL. We are exactly at the TL, and that is stopping it. So, but we need to break it and drop down here 88%, 27% around, so the 52, 53, 54 number. Okay, if that can happen or not, it all depends on the Aussie. If Aussie start getting strong or clear, that teal that is messing around with right now, that will happen easy. If not, maybe the hard way. So it all really depends on Aussie index, the Euro Aussie and Pound Aussie. And I'm still sticking to my bullish stance on this Aussie index. It's going to pop to the upside, sending Euro Aussie and Pound Aussie to the downside. Okay. So these are the few pairs, interesting pairs. That's what they're doing. Just wanted to quickly show you another, interesting pair, Aussie Newsy. I don't know if you guys, any of you trading it. I don't, but it has been very nice. It's just like USD CAD. USD getting weaker. CAD is keep dropping. CAD is getting strong. This is how Aussie yen. I gave you the template here. Okay, so when I made the chart, the price was here, nice and clean. And then a monthly chart was this, that from here we're going to bounce. This was the first target and then break that, going to the upside. This chart also requires what? Newsy weakness, Kiwi weakness, and Aussie strength. Kiwi weakness is there, yes, big time. And Aussie strength will pull this up all the way. Okay, so if you like this trade or you want to trade, yeah, go ahead. And GN similarly with pound, whatever it's doing, but since Kiwi is getting weaker, then because of that, this pair is going up. Let's see if it changes. Gold is going up. My charts was telling me that we're going up. I have the chart, but I'll show you later. See, from right here, from this black candle, I said we're gonna go to the upside, and this will be the target. Well, this is a big target, but these are the lows. One by one, we're gonna make the target. This is 81.60, so this is a big low here, 86, right? This is another one. Then these are the lows. So, and first we have. Well, I think this is the first. Then first will come 86.38. Okay, so let's get to this number first, right? Get it. And then from there you will see. So it's bouncing nicely. And whoa, very nice give a nice long setup here, starting the weekend, and see, very nice, to the upside. This was a beautiful entry, and then this entry, and all the way start to the upside. I think I have the templates, this one as well. Right? So just pay attention to these charts. CAD yen again is the one, and Euro yen, right? Euro for now, because Euro is getting strong, but later might get weaker. So if I'm still here, then I'll try to make another video on Friday before that thing comes on Saturday. And then I may not have electricity, God knows, for a few days or a week, or at the time of Andrew, there was months. For months. If that's the scenario, then right now I'm not moving. But if I see that if we have a lot of destruction here, or electricity is gone, and then this and that, then I'll just go someplace else. Then start there. Forget about the house and everything. You can only try so much to save, and then if it's not savable, then forget about it. Anyway, okay. So this is it for now, and hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully, okay. If nothing happened to me, and I have seen Andrew, so that's why it's. And the thing is that my family doesn't want to go. Otherwise, I should have just let leave for some other state or something. But my friends and everybody else is staying here. So I said, I don't want to be the one who says, coward running around. So I decided. But if like I said, if something bad happened, then I might, and I still survive, then I'll go to some other state, and then we'll come back when the situation is better. Okay. I have a friend he's keep calling, and then he's keep insisting, really bad. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. It's every few hours he calls, man, come on, get out of there, come here. My house is your house, and this and that. It's just, well, hold on just a minute. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, things happens. Anything else here that? Not really. So I'm gonna just let you guys go, and yeah, all those templates that I send out, they're all good, and then they're still good, and use them and keep in front of your eyes, uh, especially yen pairs. Concentrate in the next couple of days, and they will be good for next week as well, at least, and hopefully I'll be back. And then if I have electric problem, then I'll find some place here where the electricity is, and then I'll just take my laptop, go there, and cover the market. Okay, for you guys. So sit tight and pray for me, for us here. God keep us all safe, and talk to you guys later. All right. Bye for now, and have a great trading week.